Augustana Sportscene on UTV is brought to you by Sanford Health, improving the human condition, and by Schoenemann's, your trusted building center since 1888. Augustana Sportscene is also brought to you by the Argus Leader. Miss a day, miss a lot.
Hi everybody, and welcome to another edition of Augustana Sportscene here on UTV and worldwide on the web at goaugie.com. I'm Bill Gross, Athletic Director at Augustana College. On today's show, we'll feature some exciting action as we fire up our Augustana Sports Update. We'll also talk Augie football with Coach Brad Salem and volleyball with Coach Ashley Buckley. A little later in the program, in our Augie Sports Focus, we'll catch up with outstanding senior linebacker from the Augie football team, Brandon McMichael. And we'll take a look at what's ahead on the Augustana Sports calendar for this week. It's going to be a fun one, so let's get things rolling. Here comes Augie Sports Update for this week.
Augie Sports Update is brought to you by Schoenemann's.
Last Saturday afternoon, Coach Brad Salem's Augustana football team rolled to a 41-21 Vikings Days victory in front of a crowd of 5,315 fired-up fans at Kirkaby Over Stadium. Augie got out to a 28-14 halftime lead on their way to their sixth win of the season. Senior quarterback Luke Butler had his best game as a Viking as he completed 26 of 31 passes for 305 yards. Luke, who was named NSIC Offensive Player of the Week, threw 2 touchdown passes to Joe Clark and 2 more to Sam Holson. He also switched things around as he caught a 5-yard touchdown pass from Tyler Schulte. The Vikings offense was in high gear as they picked up a school record 36 first downs. Sam Holson led the Augie receiving corps with 6 catches, with Tyler Schulte and Joe Klumper grabbing 5 balls each. Defensively, senior Mike Vanasek reached a career-high 12 tackles, including 7 solo stops and 2 tackles behind the line of scrimmage. Linebackers Andrew Keel and Chris Janish each added 10 tackles for the Vikings. It was also a day for celebration with the homecoming royalty, Viking Days Committee, Hall of Fame inductees, and special award winners, all receiving much-deserved recognition. It was also a very special 50th reunion day for members of the 1959 NCC champion Augustana football team, as well as the 1988 and 1989 Augustana football playoff teams. All of these teams, along with others in the Hall of Fame, were honored at the annual banquet, which was held Friday night. In volleyball, Coach Ashley Buckley's team picked up a pair of road victories at Upper Iowa and Winona State. In the Upper Iowa win, Ellen Andrews had a season-high 20 kills, with Danny Haley dishing out 35 assists and Grace Sanders scooping up 27 digs. Against Winona State, Ellen Andrews again led the way with 11 kills, with Jordan Spatanka adding 10. Grace Sanders was again the digs leader with 23, while Danny Haley paced the Vikings with 23 assists. In soccer, Coach Brandon Barkas's team split a pair of road games. The Vikings defeated Southwest Minnesota State 4-1, but came out on the short end of a 3-1 battle with Minnesota State Mankato. In the Southwest game, the Vikings outshot the Mustangs 21-7 as Jesse Huff scored 2 goals, with Katie Chandry and Kayla Peak adding 1 each. In the Mankato game, Katie Bowman notched the only goal for the Vikings. And last week, coaches Tom Billiter and Dave Krauth and their teams kicked the basketball season off with Midnight Madness at the Elman Center. A large crowd of energized Augie students were on hand for games, food, and fun to get a first look at the 2009-10 Augie men's and women's teams. That's our sports update for this week. When we come back, we'll talk Augie football with Coach Brad Salem. Stay with us.